Welcome back. So today we are working on the spree because we are going out actually tomorrow. We are going to the small bore rally, and this thing has to get like basically done. Now it is basically done. What do I gotta do? I filled it up with oil and I marked it because I just kind of want to see how fast this thing burns through oil, just because. But this thing's got a big tank, so that should be good to go. I got a little bag on the back right here that's attached. That's going to hold a small fuel jug right here. So I got a small fuel jug that's going to go in it. Basically a wrench or two, you know, just in case we're done. I was going to put a new shock on it, which I got the shock. Well, let's go ahead. I'll show you this. So we do have I have an issue with the shock. All right. Wherever I put it, where did I put the shock at? Too much stuff. Oh, here it is. So this is the shock that I was going to put on the bike right here. Well, the issue with it is the diameter of it is too big around compared to, I did this off camera. So the diameter is too big around on this shock for the bike. And basically it hits the air box that goes around the motor on this thing. So this is air cooled, and there's a box that goes around the motor that flows the air to cool the motor. And I really do not want to chop up the air box to fit a shock on there. So we're just going to leave it. Yes, it is melting the plastic. I was thinking about spacing this over, but I'd have to space it out a lot because we're talking like a couple inches. So we're just going to let it ride. And I mean, this is my bike. I'm not going to be selling it. I'm not going to get rid of it. We're just going to keep it rocking. So after this weekend, the plastic will be melted a little bit, and we'll just kind of basically trim it up and make it look good and keep rocking, because I don't want to like modify this thing too much, even though yes, I've already modified the crap out of it, but where it is good to go. So we're just going to leave it. All right, right now we're going to go ahead and put underglow on this thing. Yeah, I put underglow on everything. So right here I have little strips. There they are. They're just 1 foot long, and they're purple because, you know, I have purple on the bike. So we have purple underglow that we're going to put on this bike. We're going to put 2 strips underneath on the frame rail, run the wiring up through the inside here, which we'll probably have to take this panel off, run it up through the inside, put like a switch like right in here just for temporary purposes, and that way I can open the seat up, flip the neon on, and go. Because there is a night cruise through the one town to another town, you know, all that kind of stuff. And basically everybody's going to be glowing. So gotta get something on. So let's go ahead. Oh yeah, and I got, you know, we're going to put good terminals on it, all that kind of stuff. I have, which I bought the other day. This thing's awesome. Is a hydraulic press for crimping the terminals. So this thing will make knocking these terminals down so much easier versus just, you know, like either hitting them with a hammer or crimping them with pliers. This is the way to go right here. Okay, so I got the neon on underneath of it. Well, let's see. So let me get the key out right here. It's not pretty. I want to redo this later on. This was kind of a rush job because we're doing it. Is what I'm going to do is probably put in either somewhere around in here. I want to see how much room is behind here. Get a low profile switch and put like on this right here, or maybe into this, because there is room behind here. But I gotta see. So we just threw a switch in right here. I did leave the wires long, so that way if I want to redo and all that stuff, we can. So right now it's off, and then turn it on, and there we go. So got a light bar, a light on each side, and then, you know, turn it off, and off. So like I said, this was just a real quick, and I'm not gonna say dirty because the lights are on good. The switch is just kind of the only switch that I had, but you know, that works for now. And that's done. Now I have to put a mirror on this thing. So I was like, when I bought this thing, it had the big mirror that stuck out right here, which was freaking booty as crap because it was like literally like that tall. So I went ahead and got me a bar end mirror, and man, you can tell it's summertime. It is hot. All right. So they only require one mirror. So here we go. Got me bar end mirrors. Basically, you stick it in, tighten it up. This expands to fit inside the handlebar. That's it. So this will go right there, just like that. I just need to cut the rubber off the end right there. So that way I can fit this in. And this goes right there. Now we need to get an Allen wrench on that. And I'll tell you, I know I already said it, but it is hot out. It is, and it ain't even summertime yet, but it's hot. All right, let me go ahead. I'm gonna take this apart so that way it's easier to get to the wrench, and then we'll put it in there. And that didn't take as long as I thought. Like literally, that was like 5 seconds. Okay, so I think I need to wipe this thing down. So there's the mirror on right there. I'm gonna tighten these down because I was like sitting on it. You know, I'm sitting in front of the Kona, and I'm sitting on it, and in the mirror, I can see exactly behind me. Basically, I can barely, you know, see the tail light, you know, so it's projecting pretty well back there. So we'll tighten up this, which tightens down this part so it doesn't move. Don't want to tighten these too tight. But there we go. So got my new mirror, so now this bike is basically legal to ride in Tennessee. I'll wipe it down when we get there. So I'm gonna probably take some cleaning supplies with me because it's a little dirty, a little dusty, but I don't wanna, it's pointless to clean it right now, especially when we're about to road trip 8 hours and it's gonna be in the back of the truck. So I'm gonna take something down with me. We'll wipe it down when we get there. So basically, yep, bike is ready to go. Everything on it works. We'll have to fill it up with gas. Well, it's gonna go through a lot of gas. I ain't gonna even lie on that one. I hate that that's what I don't like, is this brake lever does not activate the safety switch to start it, so you got to pull this one over here. So we're good to go. Headlight works. My turn signal switch, oh, there it is. Turn signal works, so we're good to go. So I guess we'll call this video a day. It's not a long one, just need to get the Honda Spree ready for my small bore rally that I'm going to. Can't wait. That'll be fun. Probably thousands of scooters, bikes, all types of things. Lots of Groms, lots of stuff like that. So, going to be riding that. Can't wait. I guess there will be videos on that. We're going to be posting videos because there's a couple rides that we're going to be taking. There's one that's a slow ride for the small bikes like that we're going to be riding on. Then there's a night ride, which is why I have the neon on it. This is a night ride and glowing off and all that kind of stuff. So we're going to be having fun. There'll be, I don't know how much video there will be, but there will be some videos out on that video on this trip. So stay tuned. We'll see you then.